Ni fire we. Time national.
All right. And see, there are some very good policemen. To say King George or your dispatch rider will Cape Coast. Very good man, yeah. Another one Chief Inspector Peter Amewude on also Cape Coast on. No, there's some very fantastic policemen who are really doing their work. But you say one bad nut spoils the soup.
Exactly.
And my appeal to those in the services, Omo uniforms, they say yen omo very bad nuts. But you guys know who the bad ones are. And if anything, you're supposed to help us expose, name and shame those corrupt police officers and let's sanitize the security services. But Titi, to the more substantial issues. IGP issue we're in out, I realized something again about Ghanaians. Sir, we don't really pay attention to in Sema and who here say you drink also. And I call you to say a better strategy. Say in SMBC na ese ye na ya drink koso no
na be fufra ba be cross na because say Cecilia Dapaah case na say akọ dead o
it's off. And you see say o can Cecilia Dapaah asem no. I said before, say there's nothing that's going to happen to Cecilia Dapaah. Because in Sema koso no, whatever Cecilia Dapaah did, no, she did it as a minister of state. And to deal with such an issue, no, the only person who was to me deal with issue, no, Attorney General, not the OSP. And to any criminal investigation within government, and as a government will interest, it is the Attorney General that has to do that work, and he has to do his work on the directive of the president. And the president never Attorney General can say investigate this person, do this. Now, say nipa your minister, you don't ask the person to resign and start starting investigations. There be. Nipa no has to pay aside, but the person is still the minister of state. That is when you can bring criminal charges against the person in the professional capacity. But say nipa no resign, as if you are better than a private citizen. To me charging no for something she did in a professional capacity as a private citizen. To me yes sir. And see the moment I ever out says Cecilia Dapaah I resign. And the president accepted her resignation letter. That's just a case now, a foolish case.
I have foolish case in advance.
Because the law is very clear. I say, be against any minister of state. No, you have to bring the petition against the president. Not presidents. No, no. Let me just chip in this here. Me to say NDC4, especially Mahama, or say if he was corrupt, no, why hasn't this government been able to bring any charges against him, Mahama? Mahama is a very dishonest man, and Ghanaians should pay attention to this. Sure. The constitution is clear. I say you cannot bring any civil or criminal case against a certain president. And that the president no free soon for the next 10 years. Who to me but for 2016 or 2017 to 2020 for how many years? Is that 10 years? And see if there are even criminal charges against Mahama, how can we bring him to court? Because the law is very clear.
So we change the constitution.
Exactly. And see Cecilia Dapaah, there's nothing going to happen to Cecilia Dapaah because she has resigned as minister of state. Now she's a private person. You cannot bring any case against her. She did in her professional capacity as a private citizen, Debbie. And you have to petition the president to start any action. But it's said, you cannot bring any criminal or civil suit against the president whilst he's sitting or 10 years after his time. What's the hypocrisy going on? Exactly. And see, I'm saying, Obiako yene own recordings in the office, right? And then he's leading people on, say, Omunka in Sema,eben criminality omu. And then he decides to leak the audio into the media space. Titi, so person investigation simple. After when you have evidence, which is the recordings, the first place you take it to is to the police. So they can start investigations. And in media space, the moment you bring evidence into the media space before it goes to court, and what corrupting evidence, no? And see, if really, with assuming without admitting, say Dampare is even guilty of all the things they've charged him with, no. Once you've done investigations, when you have recordings of the conversations, no, you don't bring it out into the public space first, Debbie. I say you submit those evidence to the police for investigations. But the moment Yisa documents and our recordings, no, into the media space, you've prejudiced the entire investigations. And see, from the beginning, the whole thing has been orchestrated to take Ghanaians' minds away from what the present issues are. And what are the present issues now? Within the sub-region, West Africa in particular, coup has become the order of the day. Now, I say, Omofa, Bibibe, Katasona, exactly,
every day, we are more on the Akosua Gabon, Niger, Burkina. More updates, Nina. I'll keep it fresh in your brain.
Because you see, Titi, between 1957 and 1966 and 1967. Ghana Nyani independence, no, it became like a wave as a air spreading.
Yeah.
Within 10 years, no, 30 African countries now independence. The same thing is reversing today.
Reversing.
When we say coup d'etat, Bakunye Sia. Within 3 years, we had about 9 coup d'etats.
Yeah,
yes, they can't stop it. You see, it will be in the best interest, sir. Nyama and Koye no Cecilia no, they'll start repairing those things. That's the only way you can stop or prevent a coup d'etat from happening. But say, Ubeyi, a man for Adrian, after with some other things, they are making their things worse.